Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. It's Sunday, and of course, it's time to give you all the information because we're going to review and preview the week of the Montreal Canadiens. So don't go nowhere. Are you ready? Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole. Happy Sunday, happy fun day. Of course, we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens preview, a review of the week. Of course, they have a great week this week, a finale for the first time of the season. They did not lose in 3 games. What? Yes, they win. And of course, they have 0 loss, but they lost 2 games in overtime. But great performance overall for the Montreal Canadiens. It was great to see Montreal to play at that level. I'm going to give you everything happening. And also, now we add more information during that video because we're going to talk about the Laval Rocket, talk about different prospects around the league. So don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know for the reviewing the week and the preview of the upcoming week. So here we go. Let's talk about the week for the Montreal Canadiens, November 7, November 13. We know today is the 14th. I know they play against Boston tonight, but we're not including that game on the review of the week. So I want to be sure you understand. So the Montreal, like I mentioned earlier, 1-0-2. The season 4-10-2 so far. They lost again the Los Angeles Kings Tuesday 3-2 in OT. Then they win the Calgary Flames. That was shocking everybody by a score of 4-2. And finally, they lost 3-2 again, the Red Wing yesterday. And OT, Larkin scored and OT, and also 2 goals yesterday. He scored his 300 point in NHL during his career. For Montreal, during the win 4-2 against the Flames, we have 4 players have 2 points. Hoffman, Caulfield, Toffoli. So it was great, and Suzuki, great performance for them. And then finally, lost again a 3-2 versus the King. Obviously, a goal and OT. Montreal have a good chance during that game. Peterson was solid. And I like the fact like Montreal played well during the week with during through adversity, everything like that. So great weeks overall. So we should be proud of the Montreal Canadiens, to be honest with you. Let's move in now. The bad thing happening also during the week, whatever, they have a good week. I do not like right now, since the beginning of the year, the Christian Dvorak with the Montreal Canadiens. Only 1 goal, 1 assist. But the minus he has accumulate more and more game after game. It's not the Dvorak we know. I'm not worried, but I'm disappointed. I know he will retrieve his game at some point. I'm going to enjoy him, the way he played with Arizona. It's a really difficult period adaptation for Christian Dvorak with the Montreal Canadiens. Sometimes to play with who. And I think the point right now, because you see during the week, Ducharme, he put him on the 3rd line, then he bring him back on the 2nd line. So we have some changing from Ducharme, but again, did not change a lot. Dvorak didn't have no point this week, and of course, more minus. That's not helping. Mike Hoffman did not score for the last 5 games. He have 2 points. Again, the Calgary Thursday night. But again, his role is scoring goal on power play. And this seems like the last 5 games he has 0 goal. And we need him to produce more goal. That will give a better chance. That's what sometimes we lose by 1 goal. That's making a difference at that moment. So Mike Hoffman, we need him. And of course, he's also in the minus with Dvorak. And now he flipped him. They put him back with Toffoli and Suzuki. On the flip side, same thing, Josh Anderson play with Christian Dvorak. They continue to have a difficult time on minus, both of them. And then Josh Anderson did not score for the last couple of games. I think it's 6 games for him. And one thing for him on the flip side, he has opportunities, but he cannot put a puck in the net. And that's what is most difficult days, a frustration, I bet, for Josh Anderson. He have to find a way to retrieve we need him. We need his goals, to be honest with you. Pezzetta penalties. I like his energy. Since he moved with Montreal, he came back the team a little bit better because, he bring that kind of spy plug, push everybody, and he's there for the team. but he take too many bad penalties, and this cannot be acceptable from the coach's staff. He have to be sure he control his emotion. We know what he did against Brendan Lemieux, have another penalty against Calgary, and last night again Detroit did the same thing. So he have to control himself, not take the bad penalties. Now, difficulties to score goal. Montreal shoot more but cannot score, and we need those goals. And the parity in hockey, guys, is so tight. It's only most of the game up by 1 goal or 2 goals per game. They have to find a way to put the freaking puck in the net. Now, coach is upset. We have chance, but cannot put the puck. Lehkonen, Armia, 0 goal. And you can see many players struggle to put the puck in the net. So we need to be sure we find a way to put the puck in the net. They have to. Injuries accumulation. This is bad news for this. Now we lost Jake Allen yesterday against the Detroit Red Wings. They called up Gaten Primo. But this is in the beginning of the season, guys. The list is so long. It's unbelievable. That's one reason Montreal Canadiens are struggling right now. And, as a fan for me, I'm disappointed to see where they are. But we have to be really sick here to accept the situation. We cannot do anything about that. On the flip side, the good news, more shot on the net. Same they play against Vegas, guy. 41, 38, 38, 35, and 36 shot. That's what he shoot more. I love also most of the shot, not the most. I would give you about 60% out from the home plate. You understand my home plate? I tell you all the time. More you shoot for the home plate, better you have a chance to a rebound, and better you go to score in front of the net. And we see that now for the last couple of games for Montreal. That's the reason their success at the last couple of games, because they apply what I just said to you. So I love it. Better opportunity. They create opportunities more and more and more, but they still have difficulty to put the puck in the net. But this is better. If you have to win the more game, you have to have better opportunities. Improvement as a team. I love the way they play better the last couple of games. More chemistry, a better way to create opportunities. They trash the net, they go to the net, they crash the net, and they get there. So I love it about that one there. A better way also, awareness on the defensive side. Many players have a better game. And of course, they play better as a unit, and they play more like the last couple of games with 60 minutes. And that's what we're looking for. At least for the last couple of games also, they are in the game until to the end. So that's a great news for the Montreal Canadiens, for Dominic Charm. Poland, Romanov, Zuski. Ryan Poland come back for the last 2 games. I'm really impressed by his improvement I saw for the last 2 games. And he fit well right now, Montreal Canadiens, and hopefully he can stay. No, he's not a small guy. He can bring, he have a speed, and he scored a goal yesterday, his first of the year yesterday. And it was great to see Ryan, where I believe the champ should use him more yesterday. Romanov said he was healthy scratch. He performed better. That's the Romanov we're looking for. Of course, he's going to make a couple of mistakes. He played with Chris Whiteman. It's not easy. Whiteman is not strong on the defensive side. He loses a lot of battle. Put sometimes Romanov in the best situation. For me, I love what I see from Romanov. More involved, pinch more in intensity, and plus he bring offensive at that moment. So I really like about this one over there. And I could add also Brett Kulak on the same way like Romanov, to be honest with you. Finally, Nick Suzuki, he had no point yesterday, but 14 points, 16 game. He have a really great month of November so far, so congratulations for Nick Suzuki. He is the one can changing the game at some point, the momentum of the game by his offensive, and we Nick Suzuki. So a great good news for the Montreal Canadiens. Then the adjustment. Now, as a staff, the last couple of games, Montreal make some adjustment. Power play example, they change Petrie out, they bring Whiteman. And then I see a couple of changes right now. Chariot play right now with Petrie, look like a little bit balanced over there. So I like what I see from the coach for the last couple of games. Not agree with the selection of players yesterday on OT against the Detroit. To see Hoffman and Devorak together, 2 bad players on the defensive side, 2 players struggle, and you have better players play better in that team at that moment. They should be rewards and not to give those at those two players right now, they not deserve, in my eyes, to be on the ice at that moment. And they have no speed with them. They are not like a guy with speed. Bad selection for me from the coach for the Ut. Let's move on for the next one. Abs preview week update. So I'm talking about the injuries overall. And you can see Edmondson should skate with the team this week. We expect him when Montreal come back Wednesday at home. See Edmondson with the team practice full gear. Norlander back with the team. I would not be surprised. First of all, he was called up Wednesday. I would not be surprised Norlander joined to be a lineup maybe today, Sunday or Tuesday and Rangers. You cannot let the young kid understand all the time. If not, they have to return him in the Sweden League and from Lunda. But you have to find a way to put somehow Norlander inside that team over there. Price should be on the ice this week. His program with the gym is over, so expect to be one-to-one with the coach. Carey Price on the ice. Biron skate with the skilled coach at that moment, so there's good news about Biron. Drouin considered with headache. He's still not placing. He got a puck on the head, so be interesting. It will be a part of the next two games where I will be shocked if he play. I would expect he was not going to see him until Montreal return Thursday against Pittsburgh. Allen now is the day today. He followed the protocol of concussion during the game yesterday. No news from Ducharme at that moment. Will be interesting what happening. Perrault still 1 or 2 more weeks with his problem with the eye. Something we have to follow up the next couple days. The next thing I want to talk about is the upcoming week for the Montreal. Of course, Sunday we are doing this video. Play tonight against Boston Bruins 7 o'clock. We're going to do all the live stream for each game. Tuesday they are in the Big Apple against the Rangers. And they are back home at 2 big games, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Nashville Predator. And again, all those games start at 7 o'clock. And don't forget to join us on the live stream play-by-play with the coach, Frenchy. Couple information I like to do now, the Canadian prospect, what they did Friday night. That's the result. You can check in a little bit more, take your time to watching. Great performance at Ilonen and also Jan Mizak for the Montreal Canadiens. I can move my head. You can see the name over there. So they give you an idea about this. And then also have one more and happening Saturday. I would disappear, guy, would be better for you. This was yesterday. Cole Caulfield, the first goal, 1 assist with 2 points. And then Jan Mizak had 2 more goals, that 4 goal the last 2 games. And then Kidney have a great performance, 3 points. And of course, Haber, Ed Jack, 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist for the defenseman. The next one I want to talk about this guy is the performance of the player prospect during the season so far. So you can see those points they have, and you can compare watching follow-up with the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not going to go through that list, but you can stop the video, see what they are at that moment. The next thing I want to talk about this guy is the Laval Rocket. A little bit of information about them. After 13 games, they are 6-1, 13 points. They are 4th in the division. Caulfield scored his first goal yesterday. They lost again the Comets, the Utica, by a score of 5-3. Have 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist. Ilonen is on fire. He has 6 points the last 6 games. He has 10 points, 11 games since the beginning of the season. Dauphin is the one dominate for the Laval since the beginning of the season. Finally, 3 games at home at Laval. They play Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The stat for the Laval Rockets, you can take a time here to watching, and they're looking for each player, their stats in the beginning of the season. One more thing to go is this is for the goaltender at Laval, Primo, and of course we talk about McNiven. Finally, the last one, of course, the next game we're going to do the play-by-play. We invite you to join us. It's Tuesday night at Rangers at the Big Apple. The Montreal is going to be there Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So I invite you to join us for sure. Look, guys, this complete another weekly preview and review for the Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully you enjoy it. But if you are, please click on the like. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, tell us what you think about the Montreal Canadiens during the week. And I look forward to see you the next time for the next video with the coach, Frenchy. and I wish you an amazing, great week. I look forward to see you next Sunday. Bonne journée, mes amis. J'espère que vous avez bien aimé la vidéo de l'entraîneur Claude Frenchy à propos de la semaine des Canadiens de Montréal. Je vous attends dimanche prochain pour une autre vidéo. Et finalement, n'oubliez pas de vous inscrire. Vous avez la chance, si vous aimez la vidéo, de cliquer sur le pouce en haut. Et dites-moi ce que vous pensez de Montréal Canadiens durant la semaine passée et la prochaine semaine qui s'en vient.